G'day everyone, welcome to my channel, Marty Grows. This channel mostly features farming simulator gameplay. The episode's about to kick off. I hope you enjoy the show. Please hit the like and subscribe button and feel free to leave a comment. Let's get on with the show. G'day everyone, welcome back to my Korpi map. We've got 2 fields to get done this month. Just brought the truck over and I did a quick zip around, picked up the coal and some of the sheep milk. Gonna sell the sheep milk this month because the production's really full still. Figure we'll get this into the field and get going. Don't know where he's off to. Is that the roper? Pick stuff up off the ground. I reckon one of the neighbours has ordered that and he's got lost. On the upside, he handled the bridge like a champ. Alright, let's get this thing going. Okay, we're gonna get this guy kicked off. Yeah, first waypoint I reckon might work. Or not. Luckily the AI workers don't do crop destruction. They just wipe out about half the damn field. So I had a look at the pig food mixers. G'day Granny. She's coming in and taking over. She wants more sheep. Can you believe it? Another sheep? Yeah. We'll think about it. Knowing Granny, she'll get it. Don't know where to put it yet, but that's a problem for later. So, I had a look at the pig food mixers and they're all pretty much chockers still. I'll try and get some pig food taken out of them and moved across into the pig pens. But, oh, there's my stump grinder. I was looking for that the other day. Sorry, I keep getting distracted. I know, it happens. So this is going to go into the oil mill just to make some soybean oil. We have our awesome cornfield just over past the production area that I'll get to shortly. I was going to do corn oil with it, but the flour mill also supports corn to make flour, so I think I might actually drop it, pop out here, drop it into the flour mill. So a fair few productions now that are using flour. I'm going to put this in the field, probably just over here. Now this is going to finish in a couple of minutes, so we might just... Oh, wrong button. Let's see if we can get back to the harvester without too much of a problem. That's better. Silly Granny's Jeep. It's all pink. This is going to finish really quick, so we might as well just sit with it and knock it off. I've had to think about the cookie production. Then I thought some more, then I thought some more. So I really want to try and make the cookie variety pack. So I had 2 of the standard cookie pellets spawn, which I've got to put on the trailer because I've got to sell them now. So we're going to leave all of the cookie production disabled for now. I will probably do oats in this field because I'm not sure I have a field of oats currently. So So it needs oats for its oatmeal cookies. It also needs chocolate, which the dairy's busy producing. So I'll try and get, I think, another 3 or 4 pallets of chocolate brought down as they're produced, and then the rest of the chocolate can go into the ice cream factory. It needs raisins, which are a problem. So I've knocked out a couple of trees on the other side of this big field. Silly harvester turning when I don't want it to. Just opposite where the strawberry and I think it's lettuce little greenhouses are. And I found a mod that just does little grapevines. So I'm going to put, I was going to do one, might do 2. We'll do one to start with and see how fast it produces, because I pretty much just want the grapes to be able to convert them into raisins for the cookies. Now, from grape to raisin, the only thing I've found so far is pretty much the base game grape plant. I reckon I'm going to put that in. I found a modded version that looks like it just takes up more space and it's a different colour. So I'll just go with the base game one, I think, and there should be room just in behind where the oil mill is over there as well for that. I've knocked down 1 or 2 trees and just dragged them away. So we'll put them in shortly. What else is going to happen this episode? If we get time, we'll do the pig food. We'll put in our grape stuff and try and get that sorted out. And I'll take that trailer load of goods down to the couple of sell points. Like I said, it's got some sheep milk that I don't really need right now. The 3 sheep pens are currently producing more sheep milk than the sheep cheese factory can handle. So we'll just wander down and sell them for a bit of extra money. Now this guy's finished while we've been talking. Gonna take over, hopefully before it decides to fold up everything. And just go grab those couple of bits over on the hill. We got, here we go, 14,000 basically litres of soybean off this field. That was not too bad. I'm still thinking about knocking out these trees and expanding this field, because there is a fairly decent area that we can expand it into, but there's a lot of trees there. The other thing that I will do is buy a couple of plots of land up above the lake farm. I think I bought 3 above my really big field that I put in, or to make the field really big. So I'm going to buy another 2 along that plot, because up on the very northern edge of the map there's a nice big flat area. Now 14,000 litres should go into, well, definitely the back trailer for this. See if we can do it without knocking the truck over. I'm going to take that as a win. There's a hidden door in the side of the trailer there, truly. So I'm going to put a couple of big fields in to the north, and although I'd like to knock those trees out, I think I might focus on the trees up on the northern side of the map to either make a couple of fairly big fields, or how about I jump into the map and show you what I mean. So up here I've done 2 course play courses, just where I want the fields to currently go, because it seemed to be a logical spot. Over here is where I have the auto drive point for the truck meeting places when they're doing their drive-bys. I think I did a preview of that, maybe 20 episodes ago now. But there's a nice big hill on this part, then all of this is really flat. And now that I've done the outline of these, I think there's a huge amount of trees there and a smaller one there. I reckon if I took out those trees there, maybe 30, which I could drag away and add to my pile down here probably, and then start taking this one out over maybe 2 episodes, we could have a pretty good field. So I've got a tractor sitting up there that I'm going to get to plough up the fields now, just so I get a better indication of what they are. But then we'll have a look at these trees and maybe try and take them out over 2 episodes, just to make one nice big field up here in the corner of the map. To do that, I need to buy a couple of plots of land, so I'm just going to go crazy and see how long my money lasts. I would rather one... Oh, we had enough. Went down to 42,000. Bye money. So I'd rather one nice big field up here, because I can drop both of my harvesters into it, provided I do grain crops and don't do something silly like putting in corn, or maybe, I don't know, corn or sunflower would be crazy. Cotton, now that would be really crazy. But yes, I was thinking about what would happen if I ploughed all this out, then did cotton. Probably not going to plant it straight away. Like I said, I'd like to knock these little bits of trees out first. No, by little, I mean it's going to take a couple episodes to do them. But I think that'll be a nice long-term plan. Put a really big cotton field in up here or something. Alright, this is soybean. So we're going to go over to the production oil mill and hope there's nothing in the way of it. This guy, we're going to go on a bit of a drive and see if we can't get it back. Might go back to the shed, drop this header off and pick up the corn one as soon as I get past the chicken coop. The truck's going to come and crash into us at the rate we're going. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, where'd the truck go? It's coming to. Missed the edge of the shed, which is good. A little bit tight coming between the field and the trees here. So straight ahead of us, that's a big drop off. Straight ahead of us, I think we'll put in, that's weird, the grape factory. Yes, the grape factory and a grapevine to produce the raisins for the cookie production. Trucks wanting to go past. Has decided to go the other way. That's good. Oops, not paying attention. Should probably grab a tractor while I'm over here too and get the drill over onto that field planting oats. Deal with the truck dropping off the product shortly. We'll get probably the Fed, because we're running out of tractors really quick. Okay. Definitely a collision on the edge of that lip there with these headers. Go over it slowly and we're fine. So drop this off behind this harvester, I think it's good. Pick up the corn header. Got it first go. We can sneak out this door. Just. And the main reason for that is fill up with fuel because we're down to about a third of a tank. It's filling up with fuel has just taken a while. So once this goes into the corn field, although I really like watching corn get cut, we'll get a tractor we'll send a tractor over the other farm because I have a drill over there. And then we might jump up and kick off the ploughing so we make a bit of a start on that. Or potentially kick off the ploughing first and then get a drill going. There's also the John Deere sitting at the sawmill. Maybe I'll just keep hitting tab on the tractors and see where we end up first. Get this really nice corn header unfolded. We'll get him into the course and make a start. Or the field and get a course done. So plot 15, field 1, our nice big join field. Not our super big one, but it's pretty big. Going to go around 3 times. Then a couple of up and downs and we're all done. Don't know why I like watching the corn, but it's certainly my favourite crop being watched to be harvested. If you missed it last episode, or maybe the one before, I've taken out the extended straw crop mod, so we're not getting straw off a lot of our crops now, just to make it a little bit harder and make me think a little bit more about where the straw goes. Also slow down the amount of money we get because we'll lose out a bit from the straw to manure conversion, which I'm sad about, but that's alright, it's not too bad. So let's hit tab and just see what we get to first, sort of a luck of the draw. But it's harvesting corn and it looks really cool. And I want to see what happens when we go past these. Ooh, the trees have sprung up around the silo now. I put them in 2 months ago. I'll put some more in around the grape factory later on maybe. There's only just enough room to get that trailer in there now, but again, they're going to look awesome once they grow up. The trees around the production area have hidden what's there a little bit, but made it look pretty cool. Okay, tab time. Nope. I reckon the Fent will do. I do have I think the 150. Let's just fly over to this other field and get the drill going. I'll try and keep an eye on how the harvester is. It's almost full. Park on the river shed. Let's get in our truck. Okay, John Deere first. It's a pretty good load of logs. $7,000 worth of logs. He can go back to the log field and we'll pick up another load with him in a minute. That was pretty close to the truck. We'll just run across. Truck we got 1 or 2 episodes ago can handle the corn. The corn harvester's just about full, so I might put it down here a bit. And now that I've got in the truck, I've lost where I was up to with all of the tractors. Don't think I got the truck into the field quick enough, so we'll drive it over and unload the harvester. Really happy I bought this, even though it cost a lot. And I think it might be alright just leaving it here. You know what, I reckon that's a really good thumbnail that you probably saw at the start of the video. I reckon it might be the harvester that's decided to get blocked. So, plot 23, field 1. Going to run up and down parallel to the river, which is good. Before we get too excited, how about we actually make sure we have oat set? And check that, but even if it's sorghum, it won't be too big of a problem. Plus, with a direct drill, in theory, it should drill it back in. Oat. I win. Well, 51.8, so just under 52,000 litres of corn off that field. And woohoo, nice big truck. Now, pretty sure I can just drop all this into the flour mill. Debating what to put back into that field, because this should handle the flour requirements for a while. I could do sunflower, because that would make some nice oil, sunflower oil. Or I could do canola for the oil, and that oil can then go into the potato chip factory. Problem with so many trees around is there's so many trees around. Looks like he just got around that new roundabout pretty good. Would have been fine, except the trailer's sticking out at me. Maybe I moved it to do some pallet work. Uh, 14,000 litres of soybean. It's got the soybeans in and oil kicked off. There's nothing else really happening. We're just under 1 pallet of canola oil. So I think the field up near the pig pen should be the next canola field to be done. I need to put this back on the river farm sheds probably. So when that canola field is done, I might bring it all down. Rather than putting more canola in the pig feed, I might bring it down and put it in the oil mill, because the pig feed is really full and they've got plenty of feed right now. So, factories. Okay. Said I haven't found anything much better than the base game grape processing unit, and it doesn't need to be fancy or anything. I think it should be good if I put that there. Push it back a bit so it's well away from the road. Don't like the grape plants because they've got the silly drop point in the side here, although I've got some decent tractors now, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. And we've got the grape orchard mod, which I need to make a note of. Since I can do grape that goes to raisins plus grape juice, I think I'll put 2 of these in. It looks pretty straight, I think. Because it's a limit of 2 production types or greenhouse types. That's my limit, not any other limit, obviously. But I reckon 2 of them, and I'll make some grape juice as well. I think that's enough room to back a trailer in to load up stuff. And probably a bit big. $300 a month for the generator should be plenty to cover the costs of all this. We'll just drop 2 little ones in behind both. Might have to cut out that tree just to make things a bit simpler. Alright. Since I'm not going to be able to do anything else at the back here, I'll drop in another 3 generators. It all just helps offset the cost of their running. I think that looks pretty good. I know what I didn't do. Grape processing units, boring. Lake grape production, and I just call these Grape Orchard 1 and Grape Orchard 2. So I know which one is which when I come to look at them in the production menu. Now, what do we need? Hopefully I just need water. So we can activate them just with water. We could do seeds and manure or seeds and fertilizer, and we have a higher yield, but I don't think we need to worry too much. I'm only after some grapes to convert to raisins, and until I get the oat field harvested, there's no rush. I'm going to activate the automatic watering system for them though, and that'll bill me for the water. Probably should fill these up first before I did that, for the first time at least, because it does cost a bit. So, minus $136 now. I think they might have chewed through about $20,000, so next time I'll top up their water and then activate it. Grape processing, we'll just check it out quick. So we can do raisins and grape juice. once I get some grape pellets dropped in, I'll get the raisins going because they're the main thing for the cookies. But once I get about maybe 5 or 6 pallets of raisins, I'll activate them both and most likely just start selling them. Just the base game grape mill, nothing too exciting about it. I don't want to put in grapevines and have to get a harvester and all of that. I did do grape and olive over on my flat map that's paused. Probably will go back to that because there's a couple of things I wouldn't mind trying out. I think there's a new train track mod that I don't know who did it offhand, so sorry whoever did it if you ever see this, but it looks pretty awesome and I'm sure we'll drop in the link if I get back to my flat map and do it there. Okay, I can't back out of there, so let's go tab. And since we hit the top of the hour, so luckily the BGAs have given us a couple of $1,000. We need this sold because I'm sure this tractor could be put to better use. The sheep milk sells just in back here, and I think the peat, I put a little plant in over here for the, not peat, the coal. So I'll try driving past this and see if it sells. No idea what the price is per unit, but that's not really a problem. Yes, it does. Looks like about $1,000 a pallet. So realistically, converting the wood to charcoal is, I think, about 5 or 8% higher sell price than just selling the wood into the sawmill. But it's really cool production. I like the look of it, and it's something different. Sorry about the trees, but I ain't doing this in first person view. Last time I tried to do that, I flipped a tractor. Wasn't very fun to watch. It wasn't very fun to watch for me, put it that way. So, 8,000 for the sheep milk, or about $1,500 per pallet. And we're gonna do a figure 8 to get out of here, because although the productions look really cool with all the stuff I've put in, they're a serious pain to get out of. Look at that, go out that way and you're done. Also got all those bales to throw in the sell point at some stage. That's not going to be fun. Now, we'll get up here, but this guy can... I need to go to the dairy. I suppose the cow TMR's... Nope, the cow TMR's nowhere near it. Cow, animal, and 1 is pretty close to where the TMR is. So he can head up there, and we'll grab the pallets from the dairy in a bit. Granny. Looks like our oats went in pretty good. So the question is, canola or wheat in the field that we just harvested the corn from? I think we'll do... well, what's in this field? Canola. Okay, we're doing wheat. Although I have a big field of wheat in that massive field. So Definitely don't want soybeans, probably. Although there are a few really cool soybean production that we might get to one day. Don't need sorghum. We have our wheat field there. At least I'm pretty sure it's wheat. Probably going to do barley in this field. Make sure this is wheat. Yep, it's wheat. So yeah, we'll do barley in this field for now. I was considering sunflowers as an option too. So plot 15, field 1. Now, I think we'll keep playing tractor roulette and see what we get to. Still haven't made it up to the tractor right up the top there with the plough on it though, so I probably should get to that one next. And then I'll come back and pick up the tractor and roller. Oh, that poor old John Deere. Alright, I'll grab another load of logs to send down to the sawmill. Especially if I'm going to start taking trees out from up on the hill. I should probably get this emptied out a bit. He's been plugging away each episode, doing 2 or 3 loads. You've seen me drag so many logs now, I haven't really bothered putting it in all that much. Each load's worth about $5,000. Oh, let me take that big one. Cool. I've just randomly gone through and tried to guess between 6 and 7 metres for each of the logs that I've cut off. It was a stumpy bit after all. And yeah, it's slowly getting down. Sawmill. The majority of this has gone through to the sawmill. Occasionally I've dropped a load either at one of my sawmills or the coal production. But generally speaking, it's all going down to the Matt sawmill to be sold. I've lost count of how many loads I've done, but there's still an awful lot there, so it'll take a while longer to finish clearing it all out. Yes, anyway. That's a potato harvester. That's the lizard thing that I'm tempted to sell because it's just annoying. Sugar beet harvester. Granny's. Oh, we have some clothes. Go Granny. I take it all back. Our truck that, since we're in it, will go and park properly. It was on the other side of this, I think. Because I'm so awesome at backing trucks, I'll just run it in first go. As soon as we get over that lip, because the sheds have got a pretty decent bump going into them. Try not to crush the RTV. Only try, I might accidentally air quoted crush it. Nah, we're good. It's our nice big lizard 742, and since I'm in that also, the poor Zeta's just sitting there looking all lost and alone. Try and get a roller hooked up to it. I won't go hook up, nor was I just nowhere near it. There we go. So it's got to go park over by the river shed too. there's an auto drive path here somewhere that'll get it on its way. So it'll go do the field that we did over on the river farm, then it can come back and hopefully do this one. Poor old seeder just doesn't have a job right now. It's our old harvester that's going to get, well, it'll just sit there I think. The shifty doesn't have much to do because I'm auto selling the donuts for now. There's our truck that we've finished with. Got back to the Massey. If we zip around here, there's not really any chocolate pellets, just butter. One chocolate pellet. I want more before I do anything with it, so he can sit there for a little while longer. Our grass mower, but don't need grass. Look at that. We got the poor old 150 with the big plough on it. So we'll start by trying to do or plough up this nice big course, and then we'll jump in and do this smaller one. This won't be where the fields actually go. I was just trying to mark out roughly where I could so I'd get a bit of an idea of how it all looked. Trying to generate the course and having a nice think about it. Not quite sure why there's a line across there. What happens if we add another headland in? Do we get rid of that weird line? That's better. Got rid of all the backwards and forwards on that corner down here. That looks pretty good. So I want to go to the first waypoint. Of course it folds up the plough. Might sit with it just for a minute. So we've got all this nice flat, well, going down. There's the hill that I didn't really want to put anything on. It still leaves us the option to expand that massive field even more if we took out the trees down there. And we've got this area up on the hill between here and the field down there that I'm not too sure what I could do with, although there's a bit of a flat shelf just down there that might be useful for something. And we've got a couple of trees there just on the right hand side that maybe we could trim a few of them away. But the two big areas that I was looking to take trees out of are looking a little bit more daunting now that I'm looking at them. There's the one straight ahead and another clump past it that, if they were cut out and moved, would make a pretty nice field area up here on the top of the map. There's also probably far too many hours worth of work to chop them all out. We'll see how we go. Yes, they're going to get cut out. No, might not get all showing, although I do like the time lapse where I just run through with the chainsaw and cut everything down, regretfully dragging them away, then going through and getting rid of their stumps. Takes a long time. There's also all this land obviously on the other side. So from here we go to the edge of the map, just on the other side of the trees, and there's a fair bit of area between here and the edge of the map as well. Most of it's fairly flat. that we could use, but I don't think I'll bother trying to take out that many trees right now. And realistically, by the time I knock out that little clump of trees plus this bigger one, and it is bigger even though they look pretty similar, we'll have a fairly big area to work with. I know I joked about putting cotton in. Pretty sure I won't do cotton up here. It would make sense to do cotton up here, but then I need a $500,000 cotton harvester. There is a nice spot just there that I could put another spinnery, because I'm fairly sure Granny would be working her fingers to the bone if I tried to put all the cotton that we'd get off this massive field into her little hobby farm. So if you missed it, and it was probably 20 episodes ago, I just did a quick tour of where the drive-by trucks are coming to. There's a bit of a shed there, a little barbecue and a few seats, because once they come up here you want them to be able to rest and relax if I haven't got rid of them before they actually make the drive. I think this might be a fairly nice area once it's done. There are a lot of little trees through there that are easily moved by hand. So I should... Oh, the John Deere finally made the sawmill. How long ago did we set him off? And through the gap in the trees you can see the lake down there too, to give you a bit of an idea of the size this field might be once it's finished. Yes, I'm talking myself into doing cotton. So if I bring my logging truck up, I could load all these little trees by hand, and that would get rid of probably 2/3 of the trees up here just by doing that. Once I do that, I can run through and chop all the big ones down and probably just drag them over to the side out of the way for now, and the John Deere can come up at some stage and start taking them away. Oh, well, welcome back. I might have got carried away. And we have 2 fields ploughed. Oh, I need to do another soil sample. 2 fields soil sampled. I lost count of how many I actually had to do. We'll see what it says when it comes back. I found something for the Zeta to do though. It crushed the soil sampling. Just too late to see how many I sent, isn't it? Oh. Yeah, that's a drill up there. Let's see if we can get this guy heading back. And I'm still waiting for all the soil samples to get processed to see how much it cost me, so I know how many I did, because I forgot to check before I sent them off. 39. Wow. Okay, well, let's go back to the massive shed. We'll hop into him. I keep changing my mind what I want to do up here, to be honest. I think Soybean, because it will be nice and cheap. So I don't really need to worry too much about the pH, which is really bad on the fields, or the fertiliser, because soybeans don't need fertiliser. I need to do a couple of things before I kick him off though. So we got our 2 new fields that are going to get joined up to be one. So that when 2 become 1, no trademark infringement there at all. I'm going to chop out these trees and all of these trees because I have my logging truck up here ready. Just as a rough indication, if we have a look at this, we've got a 5.3 field, or 5.3 hectare field, and a 1.5 hectare field. That's just under 7 combined. I also need to get rid of these so that when I plant them, I actually plant the whole field. Look at little cedar down here going back to the shed. That's pretty cool. Sorry, where were we? Yes. Gonna put soybeans in these 2 fields because they take about 5 months to grow. No, 6 months to grow. So that gives me 6 months, or roughly half a year, because they're the same thing, to get these trees cleared out before I join up the fields. Also means I can save up some money. So I'm wondering if I can drop a cotton or a spinnery down on that little bit of flat land that's roughly there on the map. There isn't really any more room around in our production area. That's pretty much taken care of. And I don't want to keep putting productions out here because I've got my eye on this for some more fields eventually. It's going to be interesting to see how we go, I think. But for now, how about we get this course done? Probably 5 headlands, maybe, yeah, we'll see. If I was a drill and did 8 headlands, it would come out pretty good. It covers most of it. So I'm just going to let this run. I've been talking for way over an hour. I checked how long I've been recording for. It's way over an hour. So I'll need to cut out some of my thrilling conversation. Yeah, let's face it, an episode going into the hour time frame is just too long. What I'm gonna do is get both of these fields planted with soybean, and I'll roll them all off camera. And while that's happening, I'm going to cut out all these tiny trees and load them up onto my logging truck. I won't take any of the big ones out, well, at least before next episode, because I wouldn't mind just doing a little bit of a time lapse and chopping them all down. Got 2 fields harvested and replanted, the soybean, and then turned around to be barley, I think, from memory. Or was it? I honestly don't remember. That's a bit of a shame. And we got our cornfield harvested and we put barley in that one, which means we did oat on the river field where the soybean was. And yes, just over the tractor there's a bit of a flat spot that I think I will put a spinnery and tailor shop in about a year's time, because it's going to take 6 months for this to happen, and then cotton probably another 6 or 8 months after that. Plenty of time to afford a cotton harvester. And yeah, something to look forward to, I suppose. Wow, I think I might be a little bit crazy doing this, but it's too late, it's already underway. I'm sure we'll deal with it when we have to, and maybe look at buying another big harvester potentially in the meantime to handle all the fields, or all the big fields that we're getting in. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Next time we've got sugar beet to do, and all the animals need a little bit of care too, so I'm thinking that maybe we'll set the sugar beet off, then spend a bit of time up at the animal pens, giving them some food and sorting out, well, everything else I need to do. As usual, I'll probably get distracted and do something completely different, but that's our aim. I will catch you all in the next episode. Welcome back, everyone. It looks like we've reached the end of another episode. I hope you enjoyed the show. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and feel free to leave a comment if I've done something or you think I should try or do something else. I hope to see you all again in the next episode. Back in my box. Okay. How many of you thought I was going to take out trees up in the northern fields? I've decided they're the northern fields because they're in the northern part of the map. So that's our replanted barley field, our sugar beet field that we're going to need to harvest next month, and a clump of trees standing between me and progress. Guess what's happening? So, nice quick time lapse. This is bonus content or annoying after I've said goodbye content, take your pick. Gonna knock them down and get them delimbed really quick, but I'm not going to bother showing dragging them away because that'll take forever, even though the sawmill is just down over that hill there and I'm really tempted to put a path straight down to it. That's pretty good. Now I've got to drag all them down to the sawmill and get rid of the stumps. So I'm going to make a start on that as soon as I find where the poor John Deere's gone. He's either at the sawmill or at our logging. Oh, look at that. There's the worker town seen from above for a change. You can see all the houses, the big old, I suppose, family that would have started it maybe. And some old equipment. I will do a run through there at some stage, just not today. Meanwhile, I don't know where the John Deere is, but you can see this field's going to expand nicely down and over there. Probably end up being slightly bigger. Maybe not. Maybe about the same size as the current field. I think that'll be pretty good. And way over here, you can see our soybeans probably 80% finished being planted in the first field. And I'll do that little field and get them both rolled in just a minute. There's a huge area over there we can still expand into. Then basically the southern half of the map is pretty much untouched. So we've got a lot we could keep expanding, but I think I'll just deal with what I'm doing for now. There's a big ditch where those trees are, so I don't think I'll bother with them. The potato field's pretty good where it is too, I think. Even if we run out of potatoes between harvests, I think that's probably plenty. So it'll make a nice little... yeah, that'll make a nice big cotton field up there eventually. I need to make a start on getting those trees out though. Alright, I'll start dragging some trees away. Catch you all.